Welcome to Blaine's Escape Corner. I am late, so we're just jumping right into it. No need to delay by 37 seconds or whatever that is. Welcome, Lucifer. Short answer, yes. Long answer, also yes. You guessed it. Actually, it's more mundane than even that. We got the sake poured. It is short stream, but it's not like we're not a hard end at 8. We are we got enough time to make it through this level to really see. Ooh, what? I need to blow the old schnoz there. Give me 1 second. Compi, everybody. I've been working on my deck pond outside. Got a lot of sawdust blowing around. Got to use my new favorite tool today. My battery-powered router. I'll get on my ear. There we go. There we go. Now we're in. All right, we turn that up. Oh, I can hear me. That's way better. Way better. Way to go, life. Yes. We are. We're attacked. Man your stations. Geminire. We are down 3 subs. That's over 1%. We've had a 1% drop in subscribership since telling the world that I care more about the health of trans affected youth than those who want to transition them do. Crazy, I know, saying, "Hey, I think you're good the way you are. I think you can just power through this with the power of your own brain, and we're here for you. You don't have to do a bunch of crazy, wacky stuff to try to solve that." Why is that a bad thing? Good question. Why is that a bad thing? What the heck is going on here? Why are we under attack? Because my subscribership is going down. Whoa. And now my Rumble chat is broken. Hopefully no shadow ban anytime soon. I've had a shadow ban since I started. Wow, I've made $5 on Rumble. Way to go, Rumble. This is a direct result of no Ava video. Oh. I hate that you're probably right. I gotta get that Ava video out, because then people will, they'll start showing up. People will, alright. There we go. Not sure why that chat window broke. I've never had Rumble chat break on me. That was very strange. Do you know the anti-conversion therapy law in Canada? I don't. I don't know this law. Is it no conversion, only suicide? Is that what the law says? Because that's what it seems like the law says. It's funny how they've overused the bigot and ad hominem to the point that it's about as bad as being called late to dinner. Yeah, exactly. I should focus in on the Ava video. I should take this weekend and I should crack through the script more. My final decision has been made on the layout. It's gonna go sort of arc by arc, walking through each section with here's what you see the first time, here's what you see the second time, here's what you see the third time. Sort of breaking down the different rewatches that you would have for that. And then moving on to the next section. So it'll be like a 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe 1, 2, 3, and then 4 through 7, and then 8. Oh, how far out would I go with 8? Probably 8 until I think 12. So a bit of a longer section there, but I think that's the idea. Is we'll take it sort of section by section and go through what you see the first time. And I've broken all of the different times you watch it into sort of these overarching categories of what you see when you watch it as a kid, what I remember from seeing when I was watching as a kid, what you see when you're a younger teen and you're kind of interacting with other people, how the whole hedgehog dilemma starts to hit you more, how you see it once you've got more real world responsibilities, you've interacted with work life, that kind of thing. And then sort of a projection about what I think it'll be like when I do have kids in the future. So that'll be a good one. You're gonna leave a comment telling everyone you think rewatching is dumb. At least include my rules. At least include the rewatching rules, okay? I think rewatching is super boring unless there's some more information that you can gather and you can learn from it. Or number 2, you're taking somebody on a oh, you can't send your trans kid to therapy to convince them they aren't trans. What? But you can send them to therapy to convince them they are trans. Seems a little lopsided, you know? Yeah, you either get to be a Sherpa of the story, or there's some new thing you learn by watching it again. Them's the rules. That's why the law isn't. That's so crazy. All right, so we got this. If every anime can be summarized with Eva, then every anime is rewatching Eva. Rewatching is based in comfy build. It's like a big old cotton blanket, like a big old happy day. Sherpa is a good way to describe it. It's my favorite way to describe it. Being a media Sherpa is one of the most fun things I can think of. I media Sherpa'd. I mean, technically, I've done Evangelion twice. Once with Waifu and another time with one of my best friends who never really watched anime, thought it was really dumb, but then started watching anime. So I Sherpa'd him through that one. And then, I also took him through Initial D because he really likes cars. Who wants to keep listening to Hassan while I play this? Does that sound like fun for everybody? Have your ear holes defiled by a himbo? We do like hiking mountains. Just when you think a girl who forgets her glasses can't get any better, they sweeten the pot. Oh, do they? You'd rather listen to Saddam than Hassan? But you got to get to the part where Hassan contradicts himself and says, I do the same thing. You're starting to hate some of the art choices in it because it's starting to tell some of the guys are hard to tell apart. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. That's very annoying. Okay. Welcome, Michael.
Yo.
Yo.
I hate when I reload, it tries to turn my camera on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you have a camera that could be turned on?
Yeah, my front-facing laptop camera.
Okay. I'm gonna try something wacky with this one, okay? I'm going to take Marcus, Oswin, Raven, and Hector. Marcus, Oswin, and
Yeah.
Hector are gonna just bum rush Eubens because the three of them were able to take him out alone last time. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take another group that's going to guard Legault over to the corner so that I can get
Hmm.
Heath and these treasure chests. And then I'm just gonna cross my fingers on sticking uh sticking two people here and then just using Priscilla and the dancer to keep like what would that be? Raven and Isadora alive. We're gonna make it. Mike doesn't have enough game to turn on his camera. It's probably for the best if he doesn't turn on his cam.
I mean, I'm also not wearing clothes, so
Yeah, like I said, for the best.
yeah. But yeah, this video is fucking horrible. I had to finish it today, and now we're watching again.
Did you have to finish it, or were you just like
I wanted to finish it
inspired?
before, like, I wanted to finish it.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
want to be like talking out my ass on stream, or just in general.
You want to have some amount of understanding of what you're hearing.
Yeah, I just want to confirm because it seemed like he was walking back a lot of what he was saying. Like by the time I stopped watching it the first time, so I
Right.
jumped back to that point and kept watching. And it was like he's kind of walking it back, but at the same time, it's like, why are you saying it's okay to harass people at all? Why are you like this? Criticizing and making fun of them is valid while they're being literally like harassed into oblivion.
Exactly. That's the biggest thing, right? Is that it's like they're straight up being harassed. This isn't like a oh well, we aren't really being mean to them or something like that. Like no, they're straight up being like they broke up.
Oh, it's probably what they're saying now.
Yeah.
No, we weren't ever that mean to them. Holy shit. And then Hassan can point to clips of him being like, "No, no, but here I said that it
Only
was
at the
actually
end. Yeah.
fine what they were saying." Like there's so many times during this video where he's like, "Yeah, that's actually just how you pronounce strawberry in Japanese. I just think it's weird that she's saying it, or I think it's cringe."
Yeah, you can
Like
you
his
can
whole
be
criticism of her is
cringy
that
and
it's cringe.
still have fun. Like they aren't
His
like
entire
neutral.
criticism of them boils down to they're cringe, and I just can't get over like you're saying that it's okay to make fun of them because they're cringe. Like,
Yeah, at the end of the day, I think that's exactly what he's saying.
yeah.
All right. I'm gonna put Lynn. I need to get to Wrath as soon as possible, I think, too. Has Hassan constantly made excuses for what he did to break the idol group? I don't even know
I
if he's
haven't seen
addressed
a
it.
I haven't seen a single thing from him about it. I've just seen people being like, "Damn, Hassan, funny how you made like really bad takes on this idol group a month ago and now they're broken up."
Yeah, surprise, surprise, am I right?
Yeah. Like they were being harassed before Hassan covered it.
Oh, yeah. I
Like
wouldn't
that
doubt
needs to
it.
be said. They were definitely being like
Teased, made
people
fun of.
were making fun of them for like this shit.
Mm-hmm. But that's like to be assumed, I would think.
Yeah.
It would be more weird if they weren't being made fun of for all of this. Like,
True.
why is Hassan this popular? It's a great question. Because he goes from being a weird pundit on TYT to then like sleeping in Destiny's closet to then having his own giant show.
Yeah.
Does somebody have a video on like the rise of Hassan?
No, and I would never want to watch that. Have you seen this clip going around of Vosh being interviewed by Jordan Lee Peterson?
The old one?
Is it an old one or a new one? I'm not sure.
I know we talked to JLP a long time
It
ago.
I think it might just be resurfacing or something because it's literally just him being like, "Yeah, I hate conservatives, but I love all people. But I hate conservatives and black conservatives especially.
Yeah, because he's on Jesse's. Oh yeah, this is It looks like
It's an old
they
one.
posted it 3 months ago, but
Might be one.
I'm pretty sure it was like, yeah, it's 3 years old. Jesse Lee Peterson, BTFO's man bun socialist soy boy.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Vosh
But I mean,
posted it
it's
on his
fine.
own channel like 3 years ago, and now he has this new little
I would
bit that's going around. God, he looks so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
say that being a black conservative pretty much like categorically means you don't have much common sense, yeah.
Do you hate black conservatives?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I do love all people, but I hate black conservatives.
What the? You
What?
think they should vote like the radical blacks who are voting for Democrats?
Absolutely.
Radical.
So you're saying blacks don't have the common sense to make good decisions for themselves?
Black conservatives? Oh no, because they have the gall of being conservative while having experienced what it means to be under the heel of a white supremacist state. It seems
This
to me
is
they're
cut
the
up,
ones who should
but-
have the greatest interest in.
Oh, of course it is.
How
It is cut
it
up.
that
There,
without-
but it's not taking anything he said like and completely twisting the meaning. He did say all those things about black conservatives.
Yeah. No, if we didn't have all of these cuts, it would be nothing but JLP and Vosh going,
Oh yeah, JLP
like,
does
it's-
say that a lot. Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, if you watch any of like the Vosh highlights, his like editor gets paid exclusively to remove ums and ahs, and JLP is the same way. He's very, why do you think that about it? It's very.
growing up under the Jim Crow laws on a plantation that black people did better than they are today. They had families, they got married, abortion was unheard of, they bought land, built businesses, they became professionals, they went to college, those that wanted to go. Why were blacks able to do better then than they are today?
Because white folk got more clever. I'll stop treating them like victims. I'll say, hey, you got to work hard, you got to overcome your status. At the same time, white folk got more clever. I would say that being a black
No, he's a goofy little moron. I don't know how else
Yeah.
to say it. I feel like his definition of white supremacist is any white person that ever tells him no.
Dude, it got so fucking annoying during the Hassan video because towards the end he's like, you know, this is just all in my head, but I'm imagining that like Barry, who's the white girl in the group, is like comes from a very rich family that is like fully supporting her doing this just to get her out of their hair. Like it's just a distraction for her. The rich family is throwing all their money into this just to get rid of her. Like it was really fucking weird.
Oh, that's super weird.
Yeah,
It's not like there
he's
wasn't ever any black white supremacists. There are. Yeah, there's black white supremacists. There's black supremacists. There's white black supremacists. There's like supremacy doesn't really have anything to do with everybody's skin color.
Have you met Fuentes?
Yeah, it's all about
Yeah.
you just thinking that whatever group is superior. You don't have to belong to that group to think they're cooler. Like, maybe we should call some, like, a white person who thinks white people are superior should be called a white supremacist. A white person who thinks black people are superior should be called a black fetishist. Like, we should make it this weird to talk about. That way it's a little bit clearer.
Maybe.
I think it'd be hilarious. And whatever's funnier is always the way to go for me. Look at Uncle Ruckus, of course. Fuentes is Catboy supremacist. Oh, I got it wrong. Doomer's video is well done, but super easy to make. Yeah, and then he lets somebody else upload it. The Vosh's unironically evil video. Super funny, but can I?
Yeah, he's just
Bother.
fucking weird.
No, I won't bother that. I can't get this guy out of the way either. Poop.
He just okay. So that is like that video of Jordan Peterson, or Jordan Lee Peterson, was very. It's Jesse Lee Peterson. I don't know why I kept saying
Jesse,
Jordan.
yeah, you keep saying
Yeah, it's
Jordan.
Jesse. Jesse Lee Peterson. Fuck. Yeah, it's very cut up. Like, I don't even think he was answering the same questions he was being asked in some of the parts. But the clip I saw was literally just Jesse Lee Peterson being like, "Do you hate black conservatives?" And Vosh kept being like, I hate all conservatives. And I hate black conservatives, but I love all people. But I hate black conservatives and white conservatives, but I love all people."
Yeah. It's like, well, that's not really how any of this works.
I don't think you love all people. I'm just gonna guess. Go on a limb. Say you hate a majority of the people in the world.
Short fat otaku is fence post supremacist. Except instead of a fence post, it's a giant lady peen.
A bunch of them just across the fence post they sitting on.
Yeah. All right, Oswin, you're gonna be power bottoming here pretty strongly. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in you. Killer axe or hand axe? Nah, I should probably go with the killer lance. No? Wait, really? Oh, I'm too slow. Too slow for the doubles.
Yeah.
Oh well, at least it's damage. Fence fetishists stay winning. Oh, nice. That worked out nicely. That 42% crit is a nice coin flip to have. Wolfbeal, very weak against this guy because he has an Axe Reaver. I'm basically useless is what that means. Is what this is saying. Oh, I can't get close enough. Oh, I know. Here we go. Check this out. Take. Drop. Boom. Safety. Engage.
That's yeah.
Because they're going to go for the Dinglehopper.
Yeah, probably.
Rather than Hector. Even though they can dodge Hector all day long, they're not going to go for him.
Mm-hmm.
It'll let me sneak on by.
Do reviews. What shows you see?
So I got Rurouni Kenshin episode 2. I think the show is maintaining its Kenshinist supremacy. It is very good. Yeah, it plays like nice and clean, looks the way it should, feels right, and I can tell by the questions that waifu's asking and doing that it's she's enjoying it. So I think it's right where it needs to be for a remake. What's next? Next we would have. Oh, I watched episode 2 of nice, another just crit all day, Oswin. The hell did I watch the second episode of? Classroom of Heroes, episode 2. While we kind of knew what the backstory for our blue-haired ninja waifu was going to be, there were some things in it that I wasn't quite expecting. And I also, again, this show is like, oh, you know those 3-arc little segments you're used to? What if we just had one episode? It's actually really, really fun. Because it doesn't waste time. Like, it's not good enough to waste time. So it doesn't. It just is like, oh, let's just do the thing that you know we're going to do, and let's bomb through it in an episode. I'm pleased with it. For anyone who's short on time and long on isekai desire or rebirth of hero desire, go with that one. Was that the one with the assassin girl keeping tabs whispering? Episode 2 is the one with the whole crew is sort of like following them as they're going around doing their thing. Survive!
No.
Oh. You one-shot him. Oof.
Damn.
You'll watch it tonight. Good. Like I said, it's fun. It doesn't waste time. Everything is a lot more interesting than I was expecting it to be. Let's rescue these guys right off the bat. And actually, what if we went down and over while these guys are coming up and over? Sort of rotate or clock them.
Just remember, you gotta protect Nils.
Yeah. Gotta protect Nils.
Weak ass bitch.
Yeah, come on, you pansy. Passing out. Wait a minute, these guys have axe reavers. Okay, so I'm safe with the lance in them.
Yes,
Lance them.
indeed.
Although the one thing that was weird about episode 2 on Classroom is they take the name Ernest and turn it into the nickname Anne or Anna.
Anne?
They call her Anna, and she's like, "What? My name's Ernest." And they're like, "Oh, it's a nickname." I'm like, "How?" Japanese people, you funny. I've been watching Count Dankula has been doing some videos on the Yakuza. They've been making me giggle. They're pretty good. But he uses a term for Japanese people that I shouldn't say while I'm on Twitch. But it makes me laugh every time he does because he's got that thick, what is he, Scottish accent? Oh, it's so funny. Put you over there. Okay. Legault's fast enough. He should
That's
be
a
able to
great
sit on a
spot, yeah.
pillar and dodge all day. He calls them Japs. It's hilarious. But he has that voice where he says it, you're like, oh, he's just, he's just saying. Doesn't mean anything by it. It's pretty funny. He was also, it was this video on Yakuza having a big family turf war, so they weren't exactly being the
You
nicest
mean
to
the
each other.
homeless?
The homeless? What? No. No, I don't mean the homeless.
Are you sure about that?
Feel sure about that. But now I don't know. That guy's like you with sandbags in Korea. Wrong Asian, Jemmy. Oh, good. Marcus is going to get the Armor Slayer, and then it's going to get sucked up into Merlinus, so I'd have to run all the way back to get it. Cool. Why can't he just toss it back to Raven? Like,
You can pick which weapon you to send to him.
I know, but it'll probably be easier just to send the Armor Slayer back.
I mean, you don't need it.
It's just
For
really
sure.
nice to have on Raven to just be, slicing through everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
I like how Kick Chat doesn't like reset. It's like perma. So every time I look over to Kick Chat, I see Slicky saying, "Wait, who's the other guy?"
Oh, I'm Brandon the anime guy. Remember that, Brandon the anime guy.
I'm talking to. Oh, let's see. What's Brandon? He's talking to. What's his face right now, isn't he?
Yes, indeed, the other Brandon.
The other Brandon.
Yeah,
For
the other Brandon.
and they were just inserted. Okay.
Oh, he's just
The
having
movie-
an
Oh, really?
he's
Yeah,
just having an isekai chat right now.
With
Big Dog Ugly Gaming, Big Dog Ugly Gaming, and Dennis McCullough.
isn't a Legal Mindset supposed to be on?
Yeah, but his Thai internet, you know, he can't get
Damn.
those lady boys to pedal fast enough.
Rip.
We're waiting on Andrew. You had 2 streams up. Well, once Andrew is ready, we can all flood over there because my stream will end here shortly.
Man, fuck Andrew. I'm gonna do
Too many
other shit.
Brandons with bad anime taste. Nice dodge, Ostian Knight. Double dodge! Look at him go! He's unstoppable! Yes, you're a small group of mercenaries. It's cool. Okay. Put you over here. And then... Who do I send over there? Because... Oof, poor Marcus. Actually, I don't need to go that far. Hold on. How far out can I dance? Okay. So if I go here, staff, physic, Marky Mark. He's unstoppable until he is in fact. Played Red Sun. Oh my gosh. One of those videos from that meth head watcher guy. He's like at the dunes and he's like, wow, look at the sun coming out over the Great Lakes. He like zooms in. Black hole sun. He just cuts himself off. It's so... I can't believe you guys don't think that's hilarious. It's just so good to me. What genres does Brandon enjoy? Is it really isekai for one of them? Brandon... AH Brandon?
Yeah.
AH Brandon enjoys whatever apparently makes him happy. He doesn't have much in the way of taste negation or discernment, I guess would be the more appropriate term. Oh wow, look at this. What a move. Oh wait, but that's Heath. Isn't he gonna get all... Heath might get all cranky.
Oh yeah, he'd get fucked up.
Damn it. What is his attack range? Okay. He has to go north, though. He has to go for Green Boy.
That's if he moves first.
They have to make Heath move first.
I think Green Guy can just straight up die though, right?
Yeah. Green guy's definitely gonna die. I'm gonna save a state here. Let's see what happens. If he turns over here and gets ass blasted, then we know not to try this again.
Well, he's probably gonna attack from range, I would hope.
Okay, and if I use a steel lance, then I won't attack back.
Yeah, you just gotta make sure Elliewood's close enough.
Yeah, our Brandon likes things that make him smile, but then also has other things where he says he couldn't watch. And it's very confusing for people like me who don't believe that there's a thing that you wouldn't be able to watch.
That was a little condescending. Fuck you.
I don't get it. Like, you can watch it. I don't see what's unwatchable about it.
I just can't bring myself to watch it.
You know? It makes me interested in like his past. Like who hurt you how that makes you unable to watch X, Y, or Z, you know?
He saw Astaroth's toys,
Oh god.
ran away.
That's the truth.
No, baby shouldn't do that.
It's the ultimate baby can't do that. Okay, so that thing's dangerous. All of this is dangerous, but I have a plan. Baby can't watch that. Yeah, I love it. Oh, this is so convoluted. If this works, I'm gonna be so impressed with the game.
He'll be a Fire Emblem fan for life if this works.
Yeah, if this thing I'm doing functions the way I want it to, I will announce myself as Fire Emblem fan Uno. Okay, it's not enough to kill, but it's enough that you can... Fiora, what do you got?
You know,
Javelin 28.
you could probably like get Eliwood to take the Seraph Robe and use it on turn 1 if you need him to have more HP.
The Seraph Robe? I don't know.
I
if
don't
I've
think
ever-
that's a good idea, but like Isidore comes with a Seraph Robe, which increases HP by 7.
Oh, the Angelic
Permanently.
Robe?
Yeah, Angelic Robe is what I meant. It's Seraph Robe in other games. I can't think of who you'd want to use it on though, other than like a healer.
Okay. This is what we're going to do.
Yeah, you could use it on Marcus, I guess. That's what Serranus is saying.
Because we gotta plug some holes here.
Yes, holds.
How do you fare here?
For the
9.
rapier.
9 will work. Why the rapier? Oh, 15.
It with 13 crit.
Because then I'll come in with Flux to finish this guy off.
Yeah.
Make Marcus fat again. Flux.
5 reasons why Marcus is worse when he appears in Fire Emblem 6. Number 11.
Oof.
The person who gave Momo a 6 last night. Fuck you. You think I didn't see that shit? DR?
You're not a fan of Momo's sixitude?
And give Momo a fucking 6? Fuck you.
You think she's worth more? Is that what you think?
Yeah. Putting Pegasus on pillars doesn't actually do anything.
Oh, you're right. I totally forgot that.
Yeah.
But it's at least in Jav range.
True. Yeah. I was like just naming characters for chat to rate, and then I got to Momo, and DR was like 6 out of 10. Fuck Momo. Which I don't know how 6 out of 10 is a fuck Momo, but okay.
But you guys were like confused, I think, about what Momo you were both talking about.
I said Momo Bleach. He knew. He
Did he
knew.
know? Mid-Mo?
He
I don't
knew.
even think Geminera knows about Momo.
That
Yeah,
was
Yajirozu is who I thought when I saw the
no,
notifications pop up. I was
Bleach.
like, why are we talking about Yajirozu around here? That's weird.
Bleach. We don't care about Yajirozu. She ain't even in the season.
She ain't even in the season.
We talking about anime this season, man. Wait. Okay, guys. Yoruichi. Do I need to say Bleach? Is that something I need to do?
Oh, look at the miss. And the fire back because I got the Jav.
Awesome.
Nice. That was the one person I was worried about was that damn archer. And they fell right into my trap. And he went north. Perfect. Yes, retard. Wait, there's a Bleach abridged? Oh no! Eliwood!
Apparently.
Eliwood,
How
no!
did that hit? How did it hit?
How could it hit?
How does he do it?
Oh no.
Eliwood's probably dead. That was extremely unlucky.
No!
Even worse.
That's what dies? You're kidding me.
Yeah. They wouldn't really go for the, you know.
Okay, well, we learned something important about the AI here today.
True.
And
It's
still
in North.
I'm not committed to liking the game yet, so
Well, what he did was throw Ninian in the range of enemies, thinking they would go after an armor knight instead.
you know, because that's what they do. So what I'm going to
True.
do this time is,
Let me just plug the hole with Legault, probably.
yeah, rather than have him go all the way down.
Yeah. See, Serranos agrees. The council has spoken.
Just move Legault in the way.
Yeah.
This one?
Probably.
maybe?
Yeah, probably next to the armor knight. Probably best spot.
Oh, because once I kill this this thief,
Yeah.
he's not going to even be able to be a problem.
True. And he'll go for the Brave Axe first anyway if you want to just kill him after he picks it up. Like, make sure you can deal enough damage and then go for it after he picks it up.
Oh, and I can plug a hole. Hole plugger.
Exactly.
There you
Legault did
go.
literally nothing that turn.
He was getting closer. That was what he was doing. Okay, here's a
Alright, guys.
56% to hit. Do we get a dodge?
Next one on the list. Risa from Gene of AI. Come on, boys. Rate Risa from Gene of AI.
For anyone unaware. Here you go.
Thanks for pulling up Risa. She
This is-
got them frog ass looking eyes.
Your Hypnotoad Queen is now available to be voted on.
Come on, boys. Let's get Risa to at least a 3. Just remember, people are allowed to break her because she is a robot and no one gives a fuck.
She can be broken.
He only has shit efficiency because of Nino.
Who's Nino?
She is the latest unit, or one of the latest units you get. She's like a level 5 mage you get like very close to the end of the game. Basically useless, but you can train her up if you want to. I mean, you can't, but like good players can.
Thanks.
No problem.
Okay. 1 point for each letter in her name. That is a way to vote. That is a way to vote, that's for sure.
Thank you, Geminier. Next on the list, for those of you watching Masamune Kun's Revenge, let's get a rating for Yoshino. Yoshino from Masamune Kun's Revenge.
You dancing? I'm just we're pulling up waifu pictures and having people vote on them.
Thank you, DR and Geminier, for your
I'm gonna use
votes.
this.
She is
image.
now a 3.5.
Here's the new
Oh,
from
That's right,
Masamune Kun's
boys.
Revenge.
yeah. She's like the sneaky one, right? Isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should I
Those are not her eyebrows, right?
these?
That's like barrettes.
Yeah, they're hair clips because
Yeah,
her
they're
eyebrows are down there.
Makes no sense.
What do you rate her on a scale of A to F with every waifu of the season?
I would say pretty down low, like a D
What about now?
or an E.
does that change the?
Anything Sue likes on her is really confusing. It makes her look like her nipples are going crazy.
Does that change the calculus at all?
Well, I can't see the breadths in the clip, so
You can't see the hair clips. I think that helps more.
The
I think they're
hair clips
taken
are
out.
gone.
How about this one?
Aw, she's so cute. But she's so sneaky.
She's so sneaky.
You know, solid D. You can find
A solid D.
You can find tatas anywhere.
Damn.
You can find tatas anywhere. You heard it from herself. And if you didn't
Damn.
hear it from her, just know that it came from her. Your Honor, I'd like to change my score.
Jibber
is
whipping out
the-
the 9.
Is the AC still on?
Yeah, but it's on 72. I'll put it
Oh, it's too warm.
All right, we have an 8, a 7, plus 2 from Serrano,
you,
so that
sweetie.
makes it a 9. All right, thank you, boys. Our average score
you're
is
going for a walk?
8.45.
Okay, so that takes care of that guy.
But yeah, Yoshino is probably one of my favorite characters from Masamune-kun's Revenge. I read the manga, so I know. I rate her high for a reason, boys.
Yeah, I think she's at least. I mean, she's one of the more interesting characters, I'd say, because she has such a fun, just role in the whole story, right?
Yep.
That whole subterfuge and everything is just enjoyable.
I mean, I would like to talk about what she does later, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
Cool. Well, I'm excited.
Yeah. She's very nice. I like her. All right, boys.
You gonna
Let's
wear
get
your
one
weighted
more
vest?
in here. I don't give a fuck about any of these waifus.
Oh, you're just walking. A shirt. Or not.
Or not.
Yeah, people walk all the time with just their sports bras on. It's Seattle. No spoilers, dude.
I'm not gonna do spoilers. Fuck. Lamus from Vending Machine. What are we rating Lamus, boys? I don't give a fuck about Lamus. No one gives a fuck about Lamus.
Really?
Really should be calling her Lamus. Because fuck, that show's boring.
Oh, 2 M's.
Yeah.
All right. Here's Lamis.
Oh my god, my superpower is super strength, so I'm able to carry things. Oh my god. The more I whine.
I'm not seeing any way to increase her score on a quick Google search, and I'm not gonna dig that far. So
Yeah,
is what it is.
look, I'm gonna be real with you. If she was in a different show, she would be one of the worst characters in it. You know, she wouldn't be like one of the better characters. She would be one of the worst ones.
She'd be one of the more annoying ones.
Yeah, not even more annoying, just bland. Like if she was in
Survive.
if she was in Date Alive, no one would give a fuck about her. You know.
No. Love you.
Man, there we go. Oh, shit. Good job, Nidian. Yeah, not even low budget Lucy, because she's nothing like Lucy.
She's a bit like Lucy in season 1. We're just sort of like a annoying character that just sort of is there to for us to follow for the plot.
I resent that you called her annoying.
In season 1?
Yeah, fuck you.
Really? Oh, okay. I felt like it was one of those weird, like, this is the character we're following kind of things, but all the other characters were far more interesting.
No, I could totally agree with all the other characters who form more interesting in Fairy Tail. I just think that Lucy herself isn't the worst character to be following.
Gotcha.
Like, I like her story of joining up with someone who's actually established and like getting her footing.
Okay.
And then she's slowly learning about like all the shit Natsu's been through. It's good. I like it. Like everyone,
It
the
sounded
guild
like
has-
you said Nazis.
yeah,
But you meant
Natsu.
Noctis.
No, Natsu.
Natsu. Okay.
Yeah, Natsu. And then S at the end for Natsu's.
How many Natsus are there?
Just one, but it was talking about his trauma.
His adventures? His trauma?
He's like Denji's trauma, but like Natsu.
It's traumatic.
Yeah, he's been through some shit.
So much trauma.
You
Thank
seen
you
that
for your
guy?
help, Sir Knight.
You're kicking ass, bro.
Oh,
you're
you got critted. Well, he did a thing. And by
Don't
a
worry,
thing, I mean,
Geminier. Her personality is non-existent in the show, so you're basing it off what everyone else is. All right, can we get Yayoi no Hana? Why the fuck did you name her that?
I didn't name her that.
It's on your list, Yayoi no Hana from Dark Gathering.
Oh, yeah. Yayoi's mom.
Yeah, okay. Mom from Dark Gathering, boys. Let's get it. What are we gonna rate Mom from Dark Gathering? That too. Okay, fuck. There's not. You know what? If you want to be technical, there's like 3 Nazis because.
Taking this awfully directly, I feel.
Technically 2 Nazis because that one arc. Exodia or fucking Elodius Natsu does not count as Natsu. He's completely fucking not even the same person.
Okay. A lot of holes to plug over here.
True.
This guy got a jab.
You only like Fairy Tail because you didn't watch other shows. The correct response to that is I watched every major shonen. And Fairy Tail's the only one I like. And Bleach. So I guess 2. And One Piece. Shit.
God, why are they shonen so good?
No, okay. I watched a lot of shows, dude. I don't even want me to say.
I don't know. What do you want to say? Is there
I don't
something you
know.
feel like you have to say right now?
Look, man, she was asking for it. I feel like that's an always appropriate statement to say. The Michael screams in pain while stabbing you. No, I mean, I watched like 9 episodes of Hunter x Hunter. I got bored, or I don't even know if I got bored. I think I just stopped watching. I definitely liked the show. I just didn't continue. I don't know. Alright, boys. Sayori from Zom 100. Let's get it. That's right. We got what's her role in the story? She fucks her CEO. Yeah, let's get it.
What's her role?
Fucker waifu.
Pocket pussy?
That's right, boys. She fucked the ugly bastard. Let's go.
Oh, no.
2 out of 10. Not surprised, but have you seen how hot she is? There's my counter argument.
That's a decent counter, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my only counter. She is fucking hot. You would
I
tap.
mean, look at her. You
Are
tap
we
it.
gonna? One thing no one addresses when talking about her, y'all would tap.
Y'all would tap.
No NTR ever. Yeah. Shit. I guess it kind of was NTR.
Was it NTR?
They did it in the office, and he kind of like could tell they were doing it. Like,
The fact that he knew it but still wanted some.
Yeah,
I feel like in order for it to be NTR, she has to be yours,
I
right?
guess. Kind of. I'm not even. No, I just think it's. I think of NTR like they got cucked, but didn't want to be cucked. I think it's literally just cucking without consent.
So cucking, I would
No.
no, because there's some that want it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. I hate that thought as well.
Shivers me timbers.
Oh man, this is
And then Elliewood rolled up. Also, you are you out of time?
no. I mean yes, but I don't have a hard stop right now. I've
Oh, cool.
gotta figure this shit out.
No, okay, Serranos. I think of NTR like you're forced to watch it happen. You know, it's like cucking, but you don't choose to see it happen. You're forced to see it happen. Like, I don't know
It's a
if my
very
definition-
subtle difference here.
very subtle difference.
Very
Like,
subtle difference.
I think you're starting to understand though. I think you're getting it.
It's a difference without a distinction. Distinction without a difference? I
A
forget which way
distinction
you're
without
supposed to say
difference,
it.
apparently.
Okay. If I go here and do that.
All right, boys. Y'all ever seen
still have to
Lisa
fix
from
this.
Atelier Riza? Atelier Riza. Not Riza though. Lisa. We talking about Lisa or Lila? Fuck, it's Lila.
Okay. Heart of the cards, guide me. Here we go. Save a state up above here. Legalt, make your attack. Ah, it's 66%. Make it count. Come on, buddy. Yes. Okay. Michael's
Good
on
job.
drugs today. Here's America.
not
We're
on
on drugs
drugs.
every day.
I'm not on drugs.
Not on los drogas.
No, but I did drink a beer earlier, but that was a few hours ago, so we should be fine. See, Alex likes her eyes. She's ambidextrous or whatever, so she has two different colored eyes.
Amphidex. That sounds like the wrong word, but I'm too lazy to look it up to
I'm
correct
pretty
you.
sure that means you can use both hands.
Ambidextrous is
dominant.
2 hands.
Oh, is it? Okay, I don't know. Heterochromia.
Heterochromia, yeah, because
Yeah.
hetero is 2 different things.
She has heterochromia, I think. Or I know she does.
Oh, okay.
Wrong on both fronts. Fuck. But yeah, again, the only problem with Atelier Riza, the show, is that the faces fucking suck, but everything else is really good. Why do you do this?
I just want to see if I can get him. What an enlightened group here. Yep.
Geminier, if you don't have a damn list of everything I've ever gone wrong by now.
Okay. I feel like Elliewood's going to get blasted by those guys. But I also kind of need this guy to come back. Does Elliewood
All
die
right,
there?
boys.
Does
Let's
he die
squeeze
there?
one more in. Remy from Horimiya. Pink hair, so she's automatically bad. But other than that, her character is outwardly stupid. She knows she's stupid. She's like to her best friend, look, best friend Kun, San fucking Chan, I'm stupid. So you have to be very blunt with me. You got to explain things to me because I'm stupid. Yeah, if you had a penny for every time it happened, you'd have 2 pennies, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Is it weird? I mean, it sounds
It's
decently
actually,
normal, I'd think.
it's just the meme from
I know it.
yeah,
I know the name. I'm familiar.
I mean, I'd be surprised if you weren't.
That would be a weird thing not to be familiar with, wouldn't it?
I didn't give myself a 0 out of 10 on a tier list. No. Okay. Okay.
How would you put a 0 out of 10 on a tier list?
There is no 0 out of 10. The number doesn't exist. 0 isn't even a number, so why are we talking about it?
Okay. All right. Stats protect me. I'm putting this all in the dice roll basket now.
Ooh. I predict Flyers dead.
We're going to do it. We're going to survive. Yes. That was all I needed there. Perfect.
That was all I needed. We did, boys.
We
got
did. We need to do Escape Corner
One flip was
YouTuber
one.
panelist tier list for funsies. Sure, we can do that. Okay. Attacking the Knights. Another good set. Okay, he's still alive. Perfect. Perfect. That was number 2.
The tier needs to be determined by
Come on, dodge. Yes. Yes. Jamie, look up if 0 is a number. It has to be a number. It's on the number line.
I mean, it is. You're right.
Dodge.
Yeah, she's probably dead.
Fuck.
Raymond, no.
Oh, how does everybody else fare?
Probably just as bad.
Oh, he just popped. Legault just pops out. That's hilarious. Okay, dodge there. Okay, I think the only thing I'm going to change is I'm going to leave Priscilla on the pillar. But I think the rest of this is going exactly like I needed it to.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Oh.
Jamir, what's
Nope.
3/17 of a
Nope,
number?
he's gone. This one. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see.
All right, boys, real question time. Y'all remember Juvia from Fairy Tale?
Yes.
Rate her. Rate OG Fairy Tale waifu Juvia.
It's not quite what it sounded like you said, but I understand now.
I think I understand what you meant by saying. Yeah.
Yeah, let's rate her. Let's rate her real hard.
Come on, guys. Give her a number.
Come on, guys. Like that's I think that's the worst part. Okay, let's do this because I know he's gonna get the hit. Another Blaine W incoming.
How can you rate someone 7 out of 10 and then say too much water?
Well, because they would have gotten an 8 if it wasn't for all the water.
Her fucking magic is water.
Yeah, too much.
That's it.
That's too much water.
That's not too much water.
Of course it is.
Jimner, have you ever thought, like, man, it would be really nice if I could step in a puddle right now? She can make that happen for you. Anytime. Thank you, DR. 8 is perfectly acceptable. And after we round up all the scores, she is a 9. Thank you.
Okay, I think I'm gonna send Isadora around with a silver sword for this cleanup. Michael's too young for the IGN meme. Yeah,
What IGN mean?
too much water.
Oh. Oh.
I'm pretty
okay.
sure it's not Raft. Which one is it? Hold on.
It's one of those, yeah.
It's one of those
Subnautica,
where it's
maybe.
funny because there's
It's like the
oh,
point.
Pokemon Alpha Sapphire version. Cons, too much water.
That's dumb.
In the Pokemon game? Like, what?
I mean, I guess that one maybe because that's the one with Kyogre.
Kilgray.
So you gotta go like underwater to catch it.
Okay. Hold on.
I didn't give a grading curve, I just can't count. There's a difference.
There's a difference. Don't judge me.
Were you trying to do JFK? Clone High?
Yeah, a little JFK
Yeah.
in there.
I caught up on that. That was good. Well,
It's
I
fucking
didn't.
cringe, am I right? Fucking who gets shot as president? JFK and Reagan, that's who. Who's your favorite president?
I always liked Andrew Jackson,
Oh, yeah.
but I think Taft is funnier.
Because you got that presidential dumpy.
Yeah. And he had like children's stories written about his damn bathtub. I guess we're promoting Priscilla immediately.
Are we? Is
Look,
she?
I understand that he did the Trail of Tears, guys, but you know, he also
Coolidge is
kind
pretty
of just
keen.
like solved the debt problem, kind of. A little
Did
bit.
he?
Yeah, he was the last president to pay off the national debt.
That's not a good thing.
I know, but I think it's funny to bring up.
Yeah, he did this thing that's not really good to do, but like people argue that it is.
No, okay. Yeah,
Okay, the hit is 12. Well, if he hits me,
he's not gonna hit you.
I know he probably won't. Okay, I'm gonna stick him here with a little
If you like
iron
Teddy
sword.
Roosevelt, you're a fucking Canadian.
Fillmore. Fillmore's my favorite president.
I
Now
don't
it's
even
hit
know who that
0.
is. I don't even know who that is.
Fillmore's the president that sent Perry over to Japan.
I don't even know
He's
who that
like,
is.
you know what? That's enough of Japan not answering our door. You go over there, and you stay there, and kick their ass until they finally send the shogun down to negotiate.
The Shogun himself.
His self has to come down. Yep.
Yeah, I like that. That was pretty cool.
Okay. So, next. I got these two here that are dangerous. But this guy's almost dead. So this guy's going to like run away probably. But this guy is less dead.
Indeed.
HP 15. I also have to like partially close some of these gaps. So if I go down,
All right, guys. Next one on the list. Let's pull them up. Let me see.
get the drop. Here we go.
Next one. Who are we thinking of?
Flyer. There's arrows. Arrows and magic. One I can take. The other one would be annoying.
Yeah, who gives a fuck about waifus from this season? Pull up Mia from Monster Musume.
Mia? Oh, the
Yeah,
That
the
one.
Lamia.
Lamia. Am I right?
Hell yeah.
Why is this picture so tiny?
My boys rate that because you know what I'm giving that? 10 out of 10.
Ta-na-ta.
They got style. They got pizzazz. They got that X factor that you need. They could make it in show business. Think about that. That's worth something.
Is it?
And I think it's worth 10.
I think plugging this hole is worth something.
We ain't
Just post
posting Yoruichi.
Yoruichi.
Fuck Yoruichi.
Why do you hate Yoruichi so much?
She just I just didn't like her too much when she was first introduced. I kind of stuck with it.
You just stuck with the meme?
Yeah. I don't actually hate her. I think her character's fine. I just like other characters a lot more.
Okay, so I think if I do this right... Oh, but this guy could come up and just kill himself. What does he have? He has an axe reaver.
I don't even prefer Momo. I just thought it was funny to bring up Momo and then get pissed off when she was rated 6. Because she doesn't deserve that. And the fact that anybody said that makes me kind of angry.
What are you going to do about it? What would you do?
So I took the score and made it a 7. But yeah,
Oh, if I go up here...
he's just mad because she sounds like a dude as a cat. That's literally false, fake news. Not about her sounding like a dude as a cat. False because that's not why I'm pissed off.
Okay. Fingers crossed, everybody. Here we go. Lock in. Oh, yes. He goes for Legault with the... What? What? Fucking kidding me, man. Like... The pillar did nothing.
It's a sword reaver. What do you expect?
God damn it.
All right. Someone name like a show. I'll bring up a waifu from it. Let's play that game.
Oh, you want to play
You would
that
give
game?
the world for the 6 out of 10, Michael? Honestly, no. Because Momo's pretty fucking stupid.
Got that miss.
Has there been a smart Momo?
I mean,
bring up Yao.
Yaoyorozu is objectively intelligent, because she has to like know a ton to be able to use her power, but I don't know how we're rating smart in this
Why didn't it
context.
act like it did in JoJo Part 2, the pillar? Why did the pillar not act like JoJo Part 2?
Yeah, where my pillar man at? 70, that's way better.
That Pillarman theme song, man. It slapped.
All of the pillar men slap. Nice, level up for Elliewood. Well deserved. Give me something good. Hey, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Charlotte Colehorn. Who the hell is Charlotte Colehorn? Let me look her
That's
up.
not a Momo.
It is not a Momo, but it is a Charlotte Colehorn.
What the-
Charlotte Coolhorn.
Coolhorn, not Colehorn. Although it's spelled Chuhl, apparently. This one.
I just saw. I looked up at the same time. Yeah,
Goddamn JoJo character. Look at that.
yeah. I remember this guy. Not the worst Bleach villain, believe it or not. I like that he had multiple alts in the mobile game. Yeah, I mean, all the villains from that arc had weird spelling names. Don't ask me how to spell Okiora. Dude, that stupid risotto drama got so funny when I checked on it after stream last night.
Oh, this is the
Yeah, the pics I
person with
posted.
like the trans misunderstanding.
Yeah. Where
Oh,
he
hey,
was
we can
like,
let's watch this one. This one's
oh yeah, pull it up, pull it up.
I do still have time, by the way. Anyone who's concerned.
Yeah,
I'm
we do
waiting.
get concerned about that.
Yeah. This is gonna be something very different.
Yeah, I'm aware that Ulquiorra was a husbando, but also like he fucking kidnapped people.
Spoiler alert for Street Fighter,
6.
Bridget, and anyone you've ever seen online where the Twitter is like, oh, she trans like me.
Isn't Street Fighter literally? Oh no, I'm thinking of something else.
Poison from Street Fighter specifically.
Yeah, I was thinking of something else. I should put on clothes soon.
I mean, why? Why do you need clothes?
I probably need to go downstairs soon.
He fucking kidnapped people? Oh, I don't know. Who did you say he kidnapped people? Is that
Oh
what-
yeah, no. Ulquiorra had a whole. His role in the war was to kidnap Orihime. So like he did that. Yeah, we're talking about Bleach. But yeah, women really like Ulquiorra because he kind of hot, I guess.
Oh, I can't get to the other pillar. Dang it.
Yeah, and where's Heath? Where even is Heath?
Heath is way over here.
Hmm.
I think that's actually okay if I move. Actually, I do Isadora.
Play the video. Do it.
Oh, yeah.
Do it now.
Happy Pride Month, everyone. I know that some of my viewers may find this topic controversial, but I hope that even if you do, you will stick around and watch this relatively short video. I promise that it will be a lighthearted, respectful look at culture and video games, and what you learn, I think, may surprise you.
He is pretty cocked, but it is interesting to hear from this guy's like a lawyer who works in like IP law and everything, and also in Asia. So he has some interesting takes on some of these.
So let's get right to it. I'm going to start the video with a statement that many of you viewers will find shocking. And that is this: in East Asia, generally speaking, being transgender is seen as less controversial than being gay. In the entire continent of Asia, where 60% of the world's population lives, the only state that has legalized gay marriage is Taiwan. And gay marriage has only been legal there since 2019.
He said state.
As of June 20...
He called Taiwan a state. That's funny.
Exactly. The only reason Taiwan has anything legalized is because they want to be friends with us.
Yeah, true.
Okay, and then maybe if I put Hector here for this hand axing or this hand this hand axing. Okay. Yeah, he's based on that.
2023, there
Also, his explanation is pretty interesting when it comes to it. Like they hate nonconformity, but in a weird way, truly transitioning is like conforming to the other gender. So it's like you can conform better by being trans than being gay. It's a weird thing to think about from like America, where we're like, gay guys, not a fan, but they do them.
There are bills proposing gay marriage in India, Japan, and South Korea. But as of the date of this video's release, neither Japan nor South Korea recognize same-sex unions, although China does to some extent. You may be surprised to hear that Japan doesn't even have nationwide protections against anti-gay discrimination. Some of the more progressive cities do, like Tokyo, but these protections exist at a local level and not at a federal level. However, in Japan and in South Korea and even in China, transgender people are legally allowed to change their gender after sex reassignment surgery as opposed to having gender changes banned outright. My beloved Taiwan has allowed transgender people to change legal gender since 2021 without any surgical requirement.
There's
Yeah,
something though about someone who says my beloved Taiwan. It's like, yeah, bro, okay, we get it.
Yeah.
Taiwan #1. All right. No! God. Damn it.
Legault, why? Why Legault?
Okay, that's an easy fix. I'll put him over here.
Now, let's also be clear, more acceptance doesn't mean acceptable. Japan, in fact, requires those surgically transitioning to undergo mandatory sterilization, and there are still substantial stigmas in East Asia against transgender individuals.
Doesn't transition already sterilize? That was the only weird thing in here that I was like, wait a minute.
Like, are they trying to protect? I don't get it.
They're just trying to remove it from the gene pool.
It's like, you know what? It's Ori does this, but let's make that.
Let's just make sure it's definitely gonna do this.
Yeah. That's weird, but I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know. Either snip it or you're a dude.
But at the very least, comparatively and culturally, there is more understanding and acceptance of trans people than one might expect from these traditionally minded countries where even gay marriage has yet to be legalized. This may seem strange. Why are these developed countries so unwilling to budge when it comes to gay marriage, but relatively open by comparison to transgender people and, more relevantly, transgender portrayals in media? In the West, generally speaking, trans portrayals are still uncommon, while gay and lesbian portrayals are virtually mainstream. Why is East Asia so different in this regard? What puts trans accept?
He said gay and lesbian trails are mainstream. It's really just lesbian. Let's be clear.
Yeah, just lesing it out, you know?
Yeah, there's look. You can look for a gay portrayal, but like, it's not common.
It ain't coming. It ain't happening.
It ain't.
It ain't happening.
We don't let that shit. We don't let that shit go through.
Ahead of gay acceptance there. And what does this have to do with video games? Well, to answer these questions, we're going to be looking at different portrayals of trans characters in Japanese games while discussing the cultural context of those characters. In so doing, it is my hope that we will develop a nuanced understanding of trans portrayals and trans acceptance in Japan and East Asia. But first, a word from our sponsor, Brilliant.org. As a working professional with a time-consuming YouTube side gig, my limited free time is more valuable than ever. I could spend that time playing Diablo 4, but
is there a genre of manga about boy love?
Today's sponsor.
Okay, well, I'm going to say all because I'm pretending that the year is 2010 or earlier. All gay and lesbian manga in Japan end with group suicide. Like that's the meme of that entire genre is we love each other, we do butt stuff, and then the world doesn't accept us, so we throw ourselves off a building together. That's how they all end. That's how all of them go. So it's not exactly like, oh yeah, we're okay with the guys doing butt stuff. Isn't that great? It's like they're still killing each other over it.
Brilliant comes in. Brilliant teaches you complicated topics like math, programming, data analysis, and engineering with only 15 minutes of interactive problem solving a day. Brilliant is built for busy people like myself, with its fun, bite-sized, low-pressure, and interactive lessons. Why not try Brilliant yourself by visiting brilliant.org/moonchannel? My viewers will receive a 30-day free trial, and the first 200 of you who sign up with my link will also receive 20% off their annual subscription. It's a great deal, and there's nothing better than using your time to do something both productive and fun. So why settle for just being smart when you could be brilliant?
What a great catchphrase at the end. All right, everybody, fingers crossed here. No, Heath, that's your friend.
He's
No.
like, Hollywood, why would you do that? Why are you like this? He might just be fucked here.
Oh. What happened to the dodge? Come on.
we currently associate with it is a relative.
Oh. No!
No, you can survive. You don't make it. You don't make it.
No, come on!
You can make it out of the hood, man.
Dang it,
You
Wrath!
can't get out of the hood, man.
Gosh, you bastard, Wrath. Well, at least Elliewood survived.
Yeah, that's surprising.
Of course, Marcus survives. Gets a level up and everything.
It's a good level up and shit.
Okay, so the only thing that happened there is I lost him because of this hole over here. So maybe I need to plug that hole up. Better.
We don't care about Wrath though.
Do we not care about Wrath? Does Wrath sucks? Wrath doesn't even say anything as he drops dead. Just Lynn looks over. Hey, you okay?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I think he canonically retreats in this game because, well, I mean, he has a daughter in the next game or the previous game.
Oh, that makes sense. That he would, he'd be treating. Wow,
Yeah,
his
we
land
don't
speed
like-
returns to a 0 when I do this.
relatively
like
modern
that.
one, emerging as recently as the 1950s. The fundamental concept, however, of a transgender person, which is to say a person whose gender identity is different from their birth sex, is nothing new in history. I can see some of you shuddering through your computer screens. Don't worry, I won't force too much history on you this time. But I think it is still necessary to go through a little history here to develop a contextual understanding of what we are dealing with. Transgender people existed in just about every culture in some capacity, and while there are fascinating and robust histories of trans people in Europe and the Americas and Africa, we will be narrowing our scope specifically to the history of trans people in East Asia. East Asia, you see, has a very long history of transgenderism. You might be familiar, for example, with the long and sordid history of eunuchs in China. A eunuch is a castrated male.
Eunuch isn't really transgender.
I feel like you see cases where people are like being weird and you're just like, oh yeah, they're trans. Like, I don't think that's what that was.
What if all of Wrath's guys survive, but he died?
I don't know if you get the item. You might, which would be really funny.
And they were at times thought of as being not entirely male nor female. In ancient China, like in many patriarchal societies, women were often considered unfit for the duplicitous and thoughtful work of statesmanship. Chinese history, of course, shows us that this is patently untrue. But let's not get sidetracked. A eunuch was seen as having all the benefits of the male mind and capability without a male's ambition for dynasty. Eunuchs were often given positions of great power, and eunuchs were also responsible for some of China's most dramatic historical occurrences, including one such an instance where a weak emperor saw the imperial harem, the women, fighting for political control of the state against the imperial eunuchs. You may also be familiar with how traditional Chinese theater and Japanese kabuki uses male actors to portray female characters.
Also not trans.
Yeah, I knew
Is
he was
not
going to go
dissimilar-
there. Not trans.
A lot of not trans. Get to the
To
video
the Western
games, silly
practice
man.
of drag, or the historical portrayal of female characters by male actors in Shakespearean plays, and might be thought of as trans-adjacent. Japan, in particular, has a curious relationship with transgenderism and gender nonconformity. Portrayals of transgender or at least gender nonconforming characters in media are commonplace to the point of being generally unremarkable because of Japan's long engagement with characters of male sex presenting as female-gendered. Now, oddly enough, as far as video games are concerned, the arguable first two significant trans portrayals were both quirks of localization. Consider first
AKA mistakes.
Oh, so I'm
Everyone's
just
favorite
saying
pink
weren't
egg-
100% of eunuchs men, and I'm pretty sure that is true.
Yeah, you have to be a eunuch to be a man.
Yeah.
You have to be a man to be a eunuch. They typically were still dudes even after they were castrated.
Yeah. They were
spitting,
probably just
bow-wearing
castrated so they
dinosaur.
weren't fucking everyone's wives.
And that is literally the purpose.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm glad I guessed the reason why they were castrated. Fuck.
Wow, you are as smart as a guy who makes a video about it.
Apparently. And all I did was watch Raven Consort to learn that.
Birdo. The English manual for Super Mario Bros. 2 mentions that Birdo thinks he is a girl and that he'd rather be called Birdetta. In Japan, however, the game we know of as Super Mario Bros. 2 is Yume Kojo Doki Doki Paniku. In that game, Birdo is known as Catherine, and she is portrayed in that game as a cis female. She ended up with a male pronoun in the Super Mario Bros. 2 manual because her character was mistakenly switched during localization with the male-presenting character Ostro. The manual localizers rolled with it, and thus Birdo became trans. And that fateful decision by the manual localization team has caused trouble for Nintendo ever since. The male pronoun typo was corrected in the Game Boy Advance release of Super Mario Bros. 2, and the Japanese version of Super Smash Bros. Melee calls Birdo Catherine, and in a manner similar to the original manual, states that she prefers to be called Kathy. However, in Smash Bros. Brawl, Birdo's gender is stated as being indeterminate in both versions, and Birdo is described with the rather tone-deaf pronoun it.
Localizers.
Birdo is stated to be female.
Birdo isn't it. Yeah, so localizers messed it up.
What else is new?
Am I right?
Yeah.
Science. Silver Spear.
So now we know
And
it's
the
always
controversy-
been an issue.
She's it. Yeah, Birdo's an it.
Japan-only Wii game Captain Rainbow, but the European website for Mario Strikers Charged Football notes that Birdo is male. Now, some pundits consider Birdo to be a trans icon, but others consider Birdo to be an offensive caricature. Here's the thing about symbols, though. The origins of a symbol do not determine its meaningfulness. Something can become a symbol even if it wasn't intended to be that way. Aside from Birdo, another early trans character who is a product of localization is Poison, a character who made her first appearance in Final Fight, and whose portrayal as a trans...
Poison is my favorite story. Do you?
Yeah.
So do you know why
I do.
Poison is a dude?
I do know why I heard it on the Almighty Lolly stream the other day. From a
Oh,
couple
yeah?
weeks ago.
What did
Yeah.
they say?
Yeah, so like they were supposed to be a girl, but the US had rules about dudes punching girls in video games. So they're just like, yeah, no, they're actually male.
I don't know if it was actually the U.S. having the law, but yeah, that is the reason. Is there?
Yeah, it may have gone
people
country
will not like
wise.
this if a girl is beating up dudes, or guys are beating up a girl. Yeah, that is the reason.
So is this entire video just dismantling how every trans icon's actually not trans and weren't intended to be?
Exactly.
That's really funny.
No, I think it tries to get into it later, but it definitely starts out with like, here's how it was messed up a bunch of times, and now we have to live with it.
Yeah.
character like Birdo is still inconsistent and at times unclear. Poison was designed by Akira Yasuda with the intention of creating, and I quote, a sexy female gang member to Final Fight. However, the Final Fight team was afraid that beating up women in their video game would cause trouble in North America, and so
Oh no,
designer
Hector.
Akira Nishitani switched the female enemies in Final Fight from cisgender female to transgender. Poison's designer, Akira Yasuda, has stated that he still views Poison as a cisgender female in Japan, but as a transgender female in North America. Designer Akira Nishitani has stated on Twitter that in his personal view, Poison is a woman. Interpret that how you may.
No.
Street Fighter 4 producer Yoshinori Ono has allegedly stated that
Suffering
he
from
considers Poison
success.
officially post-op transgender in North America, and pre-op
Yeah,
in
this is why you have to block
Remember
it.
the distinction.
Like blocking it just makes it so your units can't be attacked by more than like 3 or 4 characters. So you like have to block it.
Gotcha.
Otherwise they can just swarm, especially when there's an entire hallway of them.
Okay. So far, I'm pleased with this first move here. Play never listens.
SMH.
Yeah. Yep, that's true. I never listen because I don't care enough. That's the real secret.
I don't think any of us watch Baki on Netflix, Kitty Bear.
No, I still need to catch up on all the new Baki. I love the idea of new Baki, if that means anything to you. Or if that matters to you at all.
Oh yeah, no. I definitely liked the parts I watched. I just never finished it.
Dropping down here.
That exists by law in Japan, though. Pre-op transgender women are not legally allowed to change gender. As such, Ono is telling us that he considers Poison to be legally male. And so Poison's canonical identity is still a bit muddy, and portrayals of her characters at times can be downright puzzling.
The only
Here's an
dumb you've
anecdote that
missed,
I
Words of
personally
Paradise, is that all of the original trans characters in gaming were mistakes. Or to satisfy a cultural issue of not wanting to punch women.
Experienced. I played very briefly the Street Fighter Duel gacha game, released originally by Topjoy, Tencent, and Capcom for China. There was an event in that game when I played it which required you to use only female characters to get an achievement. Your team could have Chun-Li, Cammy, Sea Viper, Juri, Makoto, Sakura, and Ibuki, but not Poison. She didn't count for the achievement. Frustrating though it is, at the end of the day, not unlike Birdo. Poison as a fictional character with a nebulous background is what we make of her. Death of the author and all that. It doesn't really matter what Akira Nishitani thinks about North American Poison. I think though that Poison's portrayal as a trans woman with all of the foibles involved in that portrayal brings us right back to our discussion at large. Japanese media features trans-presenting people quite nonchalantly, despite the stigma against trans people in the society, and in an especially peculiar way considering that portrayals of homosexuality are still relatively taboo by comparison. And a part of that, as we discussed, is Japan's history of gender non-conforming portrayals in traditional media. There is, however, a second part of this puzzle that we must consider, and that is the cultural philosophy of conformity in Japan. And so to discuss that topic, let us talk a little bit more about everyone's favorite trans character, Bridget. East Asian cultures, and this is not just limited to Japan, are traditionally collectivist and communal. There are many historical theories about this, which we won't get into, I promised, after all. But it involves rice-based communal agriculture, early East Asian philosophy, and... No, stop. Okay, I'm good. We're good. The more collectivist nature of East Asia, particularly when contrasted against the more individualist natures of the West...
Somebody's title doesn't mean anything.
Individual conformity to a status quo of societal behavior is expected and at times enforced. In other words, while we in the West often associate collectivism with progressivism and individualism with conservatism, in East Asia the phenomenon is generally reversed. After all, if one defines progressivism as the advancement of new ideas over tradition and conservatism little c as the adherence to tradition over advancement of new ideas, then sticking to a highly conformist collectivist society in East Asia is more conservative than it is progressive. In East Asia, breaking the status quo and being individualist is non-conforming and progressive. And yes, I understand I'm omitting a lot of nuance here with regards to collectivism and individualism, but I hope the well-versed among you will forgive me for providing only the 101 here. Being gay or a lesbian is highly looked down upon in traditional East Asian society, even absent the philosophical influences of the West which crept into Japan and thereby the rest of Asia post-Meiji Restoration, because it is non-conforming. A man and a man together or a woman and a woman together breaks the status quo. Some breaking of the status quo and exploration of this nature might even be tolerated when one is younger, but individuals are expected to eschew non-conformance and get with the program as they enter adulthood. Gender transitioning, however, is a behavior of conformity. If one's behaviors and mannerisms and internal identity is the opposite of one's appearance and gender, that might be considered non-conforming to society. By changing one's outside to match one's inside, there is no longer a visible dissonance, and as such one becomes conforming. As such, even though transgender people are still considered non-traditional, the act of transitioning itself, or presenting as transitioned to conform to societal expectations, conforms to traditional values. And that brings us to the fascinating story of Bridget. Bridget is a trans character from the series Guilty Gear, and she, a little like Birdo or Poison, was not quite written as a trans character from the outset. Bridget's in-game story, in a nutshell, is this. Bridget was born the younger of a pair of twin boys in a town where a superstition stated male twins brought misfortune upon a family and the town. The townsfolk were so convinced of this that when any male twins were born, the younger would be taken and put to death or given up for adoption. Bridget's family, however, being wealthy aristocrats, chose to hide the younger twin and raise the younger twin as a daughter instead of a son, thereby hiding the child's birth sex from the townsfolk. This younger son is Bridget, and from the outset of Bridget's story, you can see the very specific Japanese culture of conformity leaking out from society into media. Bridget follows her parents' directives, understanding that her presenting as female is for her own safety and good. However, she strives to prove to the townsfolk that their superstitions are unfounded. In so doing, she decides to set off to prove her manliness, only to discover in the next game that perhaps it wasn't manliness she was seeking, but belonging. The most recent iteration of Bridget has her settling in and understanding her transgender identity, with Daisuke Ishiwatari, the creator of Guilty Gear, clarifying that Bridget self-identifies as a woman, having faced parts of herself that she has tried to ignore. But consider Bridget's road to self-realization. It was a journey of conforming to societal expectation as much as it was a rebellion against that expectation. This is, in part, the difference between Eastern and Western portrayals of transgender characters in video games. In a Western game, or in fact in Western society in general, the act of changing one's gender to fit in and find belonging is seen as an unwelcome encroachment by certain conservative individualists. Whereas in Eastern society, and this extends even as far as the Muslim world, if one behaves opposite of their gender, it is conforming and thereby welcome by conservative collectivists for the non-conforming individual to adjust themselves to fit the society around them. Consider, for example, the laws of the Islamic Republic of Iran. In Iran, same-sex relations are illegal. Same-sex activities are punishable by imprisonment or even execution. You can be executed in Iran for being gay. However, you can be trans in Iran.
You need a new anime for your desk at work. Transitioning your pride is supposed to be anti-establishment and counterculture. Now it is the norm/culture. Isn't that like the point? Is like people fight for something to become the culture, and then when it does, they get mad that it is, and it's all funny to laugh at. Yeah, it's one of those things too where it's like Bridget is literally the John Money kid.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they're not really trans. And it's like, well, yeah, that's kind of the problem. That should be like Bridget's character should be struggling with this question of who am I, what am I? Not like being, oh, yay, great. It should be a thing that they're like kind of wrestling with, not a thing that they're just like ignoring. And everyone's like, oh, she's trans, she happy about it. It's like, well, is she though? Because she was born a he and forced to be a he or forced to be a she. Usually you want to rebel against your parents. Like if your parents did that to you. It's a strange one that people argue about. Okay, what's going to give me the best dodge against... What does he got? An Axe Reaver. Any of the swords, right?
Yeah, swords are good.
Avoid 21.
But he'll throw a javelin at you, so
Will he?
look out for that.
Will he throw a jab?
Yeah, he'll throw a jav.
All right, I think I can dodge a jab.
Can Legault dodge a jav?
No, he cannot.
Damn.
Ooh, actually, hold on.
Thanks, Isidore. Your input is valuable.
We dancing here. But he was told he was hiding his real gender, though. Exactly. Why instead of having it hidden?
If you get sex reassignment surgery, you are legally allowed to change gender in Iran. In fact, the government even partially subsidizes your gender-affirming surgery. This doesn't make life easy as a trans person in Iran, far from it. But it does show how vast the difference can really be between individualistic societies and collectivist societies when it comes to LGBT acceptance.
Hector needs
And to
to
drive
go,
this
yeah.
cultural lesson home, we will take a look at one final case study. Let's look at a character that many of us North Americans may not even realize was trans at all. Let's look at Vivian from Paper Mario, The Thousand-Year Door. Mooney, I can hear you say. I played Thousand-Year Door. In fact, it was one of my favorite games. I don't recall any transgender plotline in that game at all. Well, Thousand-Year Door is a very curious game, in that the story arc of an important playable character, Vivian, is handled completely differently depending on the version of the game that you played. Thousand-Year Door was developed by Intelligent Systems, produced by Shigeru Miyamoto and published by Nintendo. In the original Japanese, Vivian is described as being a boy who looks like a girl or an effeminate boy, something akin to the Japanese idea of otokonoko, a male girl. She is mocked relentlessly by her older sister Beldam, who misgenders her and calls her a crossdresser, much to her chagrin. And part of her story is learning confidence in herself and standing up to her sisters. In the original version of the game, Vivian is not explicitly stated to be transgender, and her identity, in a very Japanese manner, is left vague and up to one's own interpretation. This characterization of Vivian extends to the French and Spanish versions as well. However, if you played an English or German version of Thousand Year Door, any reference whatsoever to Vivian's gender nonconformity are completely erased, and her sister's prodding insults are changed from transphobic statements to bullying over Vivian's general appearance. Interestingly enough, if you played the game in the sole remaining version in Italian, Vivian is very openly portrayed as a trans woman, and in the in-game description, it even states that she's proud to have turned into a woman. This concept of an effeminate boy or a boy who looks like a girl is very consistent with Japanese portrayals of gender non-conforming or trans characters, and this is, again, due to societal expectations of conformity. In Japan and much of the East, being a so-called effeminate boy is less disruptive than being transgender, which is less disruptive than being gay. The German and English versions, in the meantime, handle Vivian from the perspective of what a Japanese developer or localizer might see as being a more compelling narrative in individualist societies. Which is to say, instead of Vivian struggling with identity and belonging, she suffers from an inferiority complex. She isn't seeking to be accepted for who she is seeking to be good enough to merit a placement in a hierarchy. And what does the Italian version teach us? Well, the Italian version teaches us that we cannot just group every Western country into the West and still have a nuanced perspective on cultures. In learning today about Eastern portrayals of trans and gender nonconforming characters in media, let us not forget that catch-all terms like Eastern and Western have their limits. Let us also keep in mind that I am not advocating a collectivist East good, individualist West bad mentality. Denmark is more socially progressive than Italy, which is more socially progressive than the United States, which is more socially progressive than Taiwan, which is more socially progressive than Japan, which is to say simply, it's not that one culture is bad and another is good, it's that cultures, even neighboring ones, are different, and each approaches complicated topics like gender differently. When we understand the reasons why different cultures understand topics like gender in the ways that they do, we can begin to build a more understanding and empathetic world together.
Yeah, that was super good.
Yeah.
If you watched my...
It starts out like, oh, look, it's all these mistakes. Oh, another mistake. Wow, look, there's another mistake. Can you believe all these mistakes?
And it's just like, no, it was a mistake.
But this is the real one.
This is the real one. And it's like, do you want that one to be the real one? Is that helpful?
Yeah, is this better? Is this better for everybody? I'm gonna wolf wheel this horse.
Why are we here? Just to suffer.
Yes. What? Why was that a miss?
Damn. Yeah, when Guilty Gear Strive, was she DLC in Guilty Gear Strive or was she main cast? I don't remember. It had to be DLC. She was added as DLC to Guilty Gear Strive. Yeah, and then you play it as her. You play it as him. You play it as Zim. And you find out that, oh, actually, this one character keeps mistakenly calling them a girl because they look like a girl. And then eventually they're just like, yeah, you can call me a girl. After like the 5th time they messed up and called them a girl. Like, honestly, I watched it and at some points it was like, this character's just kind of going along with it because they're tired of explaining their fucking gender.
Which would make sense, right? It's like at some point you're like, yeah, let's just go with it.
Like,
plus, I mean, it's been your whole life, right? It's not like it's new. Oh wow, I had a dodge on that one. Nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, because Strive had already been out for a while before Bridget joined the cast. I remember that much. Because people were talking about player numbers dropping off. And that doesn't happen if it's like a game that's about to release, you know.
Not usually. Sometimes it can.
I mean, talking about DLCs and shit. Or, I mean, demos and shit, but not really.
Okay, I'm gonna longbow this.
But yeah, if you ever see an artist draw guilty there and then be like, "Oh my God, Bridget, she's so cute," like
They guilt my gears.
you know what they're doing.
Oh, you know.
Like the whole Richard debate still comes up sometimes, and it's like they always accuse the side that thinks Bridget is a dude of caring too much. And it's like, but you guys are always the ones who are like,
You care the most.
yeah, you literally care the most. Why are you accusing others of caring too much? Like, why do you guys even care? How does this affect you at all? Can't we have one rep? It's like you have a lot of reps.
Yeah, how many more reps you need?
Like a surprising amount of reps if you actually look into it. And they can't even name some of the more like popular ones. Like during when all this shit went down, I saw someone like, "You guys don't even care about the reps you have," and they're like, "Oh yeah, name 5 reps in anime," and then he names them, and it's just like, "Huh." Then the person's just like, "I can't name a single one of those. The fuck you talking about?"
Yeah, maybe you should just, suck less.
Yeah, and it was like, one of them was Tokyo Ghoul. Like, you didn't read or watch Tokyo Ghoul. Fuck you. Calling yourself trans, haven't watched Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah. What kind of trans hasn't watched Tokyo Ghoul?
Exactly.
They hand those out at the clinic before you go in.
Honestly, I'm very happy that I haven't been seeing trans people try and claim the main character of Tokyo Ghoul is trans.
He's transhuman. That's the secret.
Wouldn't he be just not human?
No. It's different.
It's different.
Am I gonna pull this off?
No, Gemini, that's the thing. They then tell you to get bent, stay mad, and cry more. That's the issue. Would Nosferatu just kill there or nah? I don't know. Which one has more attack?
No, the Flux would just kill him.
Oh yeah, Flux would kill.
But I also need to come back here to... Let's do this, Nosferatu. This will heal me up.
Yeah.
Tell him to get bent, stay mad, cry more. It's true.
But then they'd be like that to
learn
you,
to dig
and then
inside
no one
yourself and
wins.
have your own joy. That's the real truth right there. That's the truth. Okay, they're both blocking there. So actually...
Yeah. You're doing good.
Got this one. And then I just have to dance somebody. Oh, I even get the crit.
Backflip.
There we go.
Backflip. Hell yeah.
Probably fatherless or maidenless. Little column A, little column B. I will grab...
Harl.
Isadora?
Maybe move Legault before you do that.
What do you... I mean, move...
Like, decide what you're gonna do with him before you...
Oh. I'm gonna kill this dragon with Legault, I think.
Hmm.
Because then
Yeah.
I'm sure Legault's got a dodge in him.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I believe in my Legault. But I'm thinking oh no, Canos just used the Nosferatu. I know Canos will get the kill on this guy.
True.
But he can't even really reach anything important. Except for, I guess, Elliewood. So I need to save Elliewood's ass.
He's an Axe Reaver, right? Elliewood wouldn't even get hit.
He does have an Axe Reaver, yeah.
I guess you wouldn't want Hector getting tripled up. Yeah, you want to kill him for Hector then.
I'm gonna roll back here and do this dance.
What do you mean you guys don't like that you have What do you mean you guys don't like Last of Us 2 trans rep? What do you mean?
That's not trans rep, she's just ugly. Didn't you know? Didn't you hear?
No, I didn't.
Don't be mean.
Shit.
Just because she's ugly doesn't mean she's trans. Like, wait a minute, is she or is she not? She might be.
Pretty sure she is.
You can be both. You're allowed to be both. Am I under attack? Yeah, I'm down 3 subs ever since I talked about trans people. That's a 1% drop.
still
That's
doing
over 1% drop in my viewership, but I'm not
Come on,
backing
Priscilla.
down.
Hell yeah,
I'm gonna
level
go
10.
piss in a drain and
You can promote Priscilla, by the way.
okay,
She's level
cool.
10 now.
All right, give me another dodge, baby. That wasn't a dodge.
Oh shit.
Come on. Come on, Legal. We believe in you. I could, I guess, just run everybody away and just leave the knight there. Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Might be better to do that. I'm literally just min-maxing here. I'm no, none of this is necessary. But
You could have probably restarted and gotten to a better position by now.
I don't know. I feel like this position's not the worst though.
It really isn't. It isn't bad at all, but like, I think you need to reset your RNG. Which to do that?
Oh, I see. You're talking about the doing all that goobly-gook.
Yeah, it's not hard. Like I can show you how to do it before you end your turn. Or yeah, end this round of thing.
I gotta do this thing where I go, we go like this, and it.
Yep. And then you just keep doing that. Oh, what are you doing? Yeah. Yep. You just keep doing that.
Have a good one, Leon.
Yeah, later, Leon.
Go be happy.
I did watch his video earlier. It was a good video.
Oh, was it? Oh, I'm gonna do this.
I liked it.
This is what I'm gonna do. Oh, that's way better.
Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Oh, no. Brandon's leaving. Leon's still here.
Oh, you're saying later to Brandon. Okay. Have a good one, Brandon.
Yeah, see you, Brandon. Well, now that he's finally gone, we can
Talk
talk shit.
on Fire Emblem babies.
Yeah, talk shit about Fire Emblem.
Okay, I've got to actually be here for the steel.
Yeah,
axe.
yeah. I meant his Barbie video about like all the people using Barbie as like a litmus test for their boyfriends.
What?
It's weird, man. Yeah, they're like, if your boyfriend doesn't want to see Barbie with you, or he sees the movie and hates it, then you gotta break up. Like you just gotta do it.
If he sees Barbie and hates it, then he a cuck. Is this
You
is where
gotta
we're
break
at?
up. It's the rule,
This is where society is?
apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, too many weirdos in the article, man. Don't forget you can run up with Canas.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that was stupid.
That article hurt your brain. Ugh. That's just annoying. Oh, that's right. This is how Canas keeps getting hurt.
Yeah. So you should attack with Elliewood first.
And then just hope
Or even
Elliewood survives. Oh, that other guy's got like a Reaver or whatever.
Yeah. You'll be fine.
92. Because this guy's got an Axe Reaver.
Mm-hmm.
Flux him. Whining about Ghost Bros and crap? Yeah. The media is freaking out on the extremes far more than the movie itself is a problem so far as I can see. You haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure it's fine. I've heard it's just boring. But that it's designed in such a way that you could have either take. It's just as easy to say that it is a commentary on how woke culture doesn't work because of the whole part where like Ken is like trying to get a job and he's like, I learned about the patriarchy. I'm here for the job. And they're like, we can't hire you. In fact, right now, it'd probably be better if you weren't a dude. And like he interacts, he tries to use the patriarchy, but it doesn't work. And then he goes back and starts his own patriarchy, as like, you know, it's either a commentary that the patriarchy is smarter than it used to be, or that it doesn't fucking exist and it doesn't actually happen.
I would say the former.
Seems to be the average take from everyone I watched.
Because you remember that clip ends with the dude being like, well, actually, the patriarchy's still around. We just hide it better.
Yeah. But it does like, what does that mean?
Exactly.
You hide it better? How do you hide it better?
We leave it at the bottom of the drawer instead of the top.
Yeah, we stop leaving the file out that says how to be patriarchy. Okay, how did we do? Yes! Okay, much better. I don't have a freaking dragon over here attacking Priscilla already. Oof, Marcus, how'd you get hurt?
It happens. Yeah, but it happens. You know, shit happens.
Sometimes Marky Mark, he ends up in pain.
Yeah. The fuck is this alert on my Google account? Recommended actions. The fuck.
Set design is uncanny visually, and you love the look from the trailer. I don't know. It feels like a brighter, happier version of. Oh, what was that one that was sort of like a film noir? That the whole thing was filmed on like a green screen in a basement, and it's super intriguing. Wow, what was that movie? It's gonna drive me nuts not knowing what it was. Plop. And then Isadora come down.
Alright, I'm gonna hop off. See you later.
Alrighty. See ya. I'm feeling good about this. You had one on a cell phone last year of 2021-ish. Full thing on green screen? No. It wasn't terrible. It was great. Oh, Sky Captain. Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow. This movie. Barbie feels like this movie, but all colorful instead of all dark and not colorful. Talking about the spirit? No, I'm talking about Sky Captain. The world of edging tomorrow. Okay. Elliewood, you gonna die. The HBO filter? Sure. Yeah, it's HBO filter. We can call it that. That guy's got 1 health left. This guy's got 3 health left. This guy's got 23 health left. Okay. That guy's got 23 left. That felt CGI AF. It was. It was CGI AF. Time to sleep. Have a good night, Pop. You bought it? Nice. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It reminded me of playing Crimson Skies as a kid. Rather watch The Rocketeer? I love The Rocketeer. My grandma bought me that for me on VHS. That was a great movie. Okay. The Rocketeer is so fun, Lo. And lo, it was fun. You can't fucking type tonight. Don't worry. When I get this late in the evening, I can't type over like 50 words a minute. It just happens. Okay. Let's attack this guy. Maybe he'll run away. Plus, I'll have the killer axe out and about. For, you know, the need of it. What's this guy's range? And this guy's range. And this. Oh, that guy can come down and kill me. Okay. Let's attack here. Just drink the sake weave. Sure thing. Sky Captain looks kind of like a triple X parody of Valkyrie. Just because Angelina Jolie's in it. You don't know how women rate movies with Barbie. I've heard it's a great movie, but looks great. Story is not so good. Okay. You question or your aesthetics, Jimmy? Read the punchline. It's a great movie. It looks great. Story is not so good. I give the movie 4 out of 10. The movie is great. Question mark? What's the punchline? Four out of 10 is bad. Oh. I didn't get the punchline. I don't know. 4 out of 10. Like, if every movie you rate is a 5 out of 10, then a 4 out of 10 is pretty good. All things considered. Okay, Heath. Over here. Getting the double on our Night Boy. Come on, Fiora. She has to survive. Raven. Okay, Raven's rocking it. Fiora's dodging it. Elliewood's getting attacked. That's not good. Marcus. Knos. Marcus. Wrath's unit. Oh my gosh, I think I did it. Oh, son of a bitch. I can't get to Heath in time. Oh no. Okay. Okay, time to begin the charge. What movies have you all seen that you would say is a 1? That's a good question. I'm sure there's ones out there. Corpse Bride, you're a kid, but you remember walking out with your sister? Anything from Neil Breen. Yeah, okay, the Neil Breen movies. They're hilarious, but they are awful. That is true. Okay, full retreat here. Take this guy. You can't in good conscience give the DSW stuff a flat out 1, 2s and 3s. You can, but if genuine seem worse than DSW, the movies would just be seen as average. Yeah, it's like you can't really do or call them a 1 just because you think they're dumb, right? All right, you got the dodge, girly. Yep. Get the dodge. Oh, Elliewood, you bastard. All right, I gotta go. I don't have time for a continued stream. I'm gonna keep playing this level since I've already beaten it off stream, so that I can be into future stuff later. So everyone, thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Went a little longer than we were supposed to, but it's all right. I will catch up with everybody later. I'll catch you tomorrow for Fun Time Friday. I will see you then. Kampai, everybody.